Hello, everyone. Once again, it's also back again with Truth Over Lies Daily. Um, yeah, feeling good today. Had a real short one, so wanted to get another one in. Who knows? We might go for number three. But anyway, Truth Over Lies Daily is just something where um, people send in questions, doubts, beefs, unbeliefs about the scriptures, about Jesus, about the gospel, about Christianity, about the Bible, and I just try to answer the best I can, do some little bit of research. This question, this one came from a long time ago. I got about 55 pages of stuff to go through, 55 pages of questions to go over, but this one came from a long time ago. But this question basically said, in your opinion, how significant is someone's name? Can someone's name affect their life? So, what I believe is that the scripture says life and death is in the power of the tongue, Proverbs 18:21. So, I mean, a name can be significant. Um, Sometimes in the Bible, you see God's change somebody's name basically just to change their life, to get them speaking, the thing that God called them to. Like, for instance, Abram, he was called the father of many nations after God called him Abraham, right? Because that was what God had called him to. But another thing that you see in the scriptures in Proverbs 26:2, it says, as the bird by wandering, the swallow by flying, so the curse causeless shall not come. So even if, your parents gave you a cursed name or a useless name, the curse causeless shall not come. If you live according to God's commandments and you live according to his principles, you walk in wisdom, your name is not going to affect you. It's not going to affect you negatively because you didn't bring anything to cause that curse in your life. Um, so yeah, that's my opinion on it, and that's what the scriptures actually say on it as well. So if you're the type of person that lives what you believe and you live right, you can kind of create your own identity, create your own name, and you can be the kind of person where God will give you a new name, and you can be the kind of person where other people will call you based on what you do and what you produce and what you deliver. There's examples in the scripture. I can look at Isaiah 62 that I put in the comment. It says, Gentiles shall see thy righteousness and kings thy glory. You should be called by a new name which the mouth of the Lord shall name. And this is referring to the Hebrew people, the scattered tribes of Israel, who are called bywords and nigger and all that stuff all around the world. And he's saying when he in the day when Jesus returns, the Gentiles will see the righteousness of his people, and we should be called by a new name. So that's an example right there. There's another name. There's another example. Revelations 2:17. He said to him that overcometh, while I give to eat of the hidden manna, and will give him a white stone, and in the stone a new name written, which no man knoweth, saving he that received it. So you can also receive an individual new name from God. Also, another example is Apostle Paul. Apostle Paul, Jesus called him to preach the gospel to the Gentiles. His real name was Saul, and God didn't change his name, but Saul actually changed his own name to Paul, basically to identify and to communicate with with Greeks and people of the Roman and European ethnicity. So Saul actually changed his own name just to reach out to people who were in that society. And you see people do this even today. Like when people from India, they come over to the U.S., they'll shorten their name and call themselves, an easier version of their name to pronounce. So, yeah. Overall answer to the question is yes, there's power in what you call yourself, but you can choose to walk in the curse or walk in the blessings based on your actions. And that's what it boils down to. So once again, Truth Over Lies Daily. Thanks for tuning in. Just a quick plug. Our assembly is having a prayer at the park on September 8th. So if you go to facebook.com/New City Assembly, you can see the information about that. So if anybody wants to come out, anybody's in the Detroit area, Southeast Michigan, we're going to be in Southfield at the park, fellowshipping and preaching the gospel. So inbox me if you want to know more about that. It's going to be Sunday afternoon. Just going to be out there preaching the gospel, and anybody needs prayer, make sure you invite them out and come on out yourself. All right, Truth Over Lies Daily. See you tomorrow.